Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Dan and this is Gaming Guys with Dad Bods. If you mix topic Tuesday, no sweat. Basically, we're going to be taking a look at my wife's 2006 MacBook Pro. And the reason for that is that while looking for an SLA cable for some other content that I'm going to be working on, I came across this, that I'd kind of forgotten about and was tinkering with it a few years ago. And thankfully I did, because if you missed Topic Tuesday, the battery is definitely bulging, and this is what we don't want to have lying around the house when you have little kiddos that could get their hands on it. So a little topic, or a tip, not topic, but tip. Basically, if you have any rechargeable batteries, lithium batteries from laptops, old cell phones, charging stations that you can power up and take on the go, I definitely would recommend, if you haven't used them in a while, they're just sitting around in a drawer or the attic or the garage, go check them out. Make sure that they're not looking like this, and if you do find them in this kind of condition, bag them, and then, look into your township where you can easily dispose of them properly. But now back to the Mac. This Mac is from 2006. I don't quite remember the specs on it, but once we fire it up, we'll take a look, since we got to use AC power in order to keep it running. But we're going to take some of the games from the game hall that were Mac specific and load them in here. Why not, right? So we have Jedi Academy. We have Myst. We have Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, and we have Age of Empires 1 and 2. So I'm going to spare you guys the install process. It'll take a little bit of time loading it from the CD drive, but we'll take a quick look at the specs on the Mac, and then we'll fire up some games and see how they play. Let's get into it. All right, we are loaded up. As you can see, we're running Mac OS X 10.6.8. We have a 2.16 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo with 2 gigs of DDR2 memory. Right, and then taking a look at our graphics card, we have a Radeon X 1600, and our current resolution is 1440 by 900, 32-bit color, and this graphics card has 256 megs of VRAM, so it's not bad. Not sure if this was top of the line at this time, but obviously these are Macs. Things are built a little bit differently. Alright, so let's see if we can get something to launch here. So I've installed the games. Let's see if they'll run. Let's try Jedi Academy. Okie doke. Oh, it's doing something. Nothing is responding, so this thing's acting like it used to. Okay, so this might be a bust. Interesting that this thing was running for many hours at idle. I installed all these games, and now we're acting funny. And then even this isn't responding. Weird. Like I said, this thing did not act accordingly. Alright, we launched, kind of. Tweak some settings. Guess there's some menu sound. I guess we'll figure this out. Let's go new. There's some slight hesitation here. This is kind of weird. And we're frozen. Burn hours. Oh. Yeah, not sure what's going on here, but this is the behavior I was experiencing, a few years back when I was tinkering with this and put a new hard drive in it. thinking that it might have been that just because it was a very old, like old SATA drive. So yeah, this thing keeps freezing, and this is what I was experiencing last night too. Just figured let it sit, and it's still behaving like this. And I wonder if I just let it sit, it'll do like before, it'll just catch up and output like all the different mouse or keyboard interactions. But I imagine this has got to be something hardware. I've heard stuff about like the SATA ribbon cable crapping out and then causing problems where it doesn't read it. So not exactly sure. So I think this MacBook Pro is a Macbust. Basically, every time I launch a game, you know, we eventually freeze. Yesterday and last night, basically, sometimes I'd boot up, it would go to the flashing folder, you know, let it sit for a minute, and then I get to the desktop, and then sometimes a lot of things were delayed, and now we got the spinning wheel of death, as I think they used to call it. So, like right now, this thing is just not playable or operable. So I think I'll keep tinkering with it. If anyone has any suggestions on what I could try, you know, I've seen everything from a bad SATA cable to I know that the motherboard was replaced. And right now I don't even hear like the fans really kicking in. So I wonder if they crapped out. I might have to open her up again. And as you can see here, you know, some of this is bowed. I remember it was a little bit like that, but with that battery, it might have bent things a little bit more since I don't know how long the battery was been like that. It wasn't like that a few years ago when I last was tinkering with it, hoping to set up some audio, you know, recording stuff. But I ended up just scrapping that just because it kept being problematic and freezing randomly. And it's kind of, that behavior is resurfacing again. So I think we'll put the MacBook on the shelf literally for now. I got other projects in the works that I want to get out to you guys and showcase. So you know, hope you still like what you see, even though this was a Macbust. You know, I'll see you next time. You know, hit that like and subscribe. And as always, I'm Dan, and this is Gaming Gods with Dad Bods. Have a good one, guys.